What is up, YouTubers, and welcome to Silver Screen Bengals. My name is Lucas Alexander, and I will be here to talk a little bit today about my cattery and the program I have developed. I have three beautiful, wonderful cats. Hello. This is a kitten. You want to see a kitten? Say hi, kitten. Hi. Hi. You look like a James. Are you a James? No, this is Lily. Lily and James look very similar. So I have three, oh wow. So I have three beautiful cats. I have two females named Anagaya and Athena. I have a male named Genesis. Both my females are snow Bengals. One of them is a snow mink and one of them is a snow lynx. My snow mink is right here, Miss Athena. Miss Athena. Say hi, baby. And I just want to talk a little bit about, I guess, some of my philosophies as a cat breeder. You know, there's a very personal environment that's going on when I'm raising these cats. I'm very, very fortunate in this current apartment I have right now that my upstairs bedroom, this is my office. This is my office / kitten raising area. This is where my two female cats live. Athena and Anagaya both live up here. It's a very large space. I don't really want to show it off to you. But this room is about, I don't know, I'd say it's about 12 by 15. And it has a bathroom that's attached to it along with two separate closets. We've transformed this first closet right here into a den. It's also storage, because we're humans and we need storage. But the whole lower half of it is a den. And that's where the kittens are born. They come out inside that den, and they also live there until they come out on their own. We take the kittens out, you know, a little bit and hold them, but they aren't wandering out. I've been so blessed with this space because it gives a separation from the males and the females. And one thing that is brought up so regularly with cat breeders and cat owners in general is they have problems with spraying. And maybe I'm abnormally fortunate. I like to consider myself just wise because I have the females up here and they feel like this is their space and this is their room. Like, this is their room to live in. We have not had that issue. I still, like, the only times that my cats have ever sprayed have been out of spite. You know, the one that always comes to mind first was I went to a friend's house one day at noon. It was a Saturday. And it was some sort of party. We were celebrating something, and 8 o'clock comes around, maybe 9 o'clock, and we're all tired. We've been, having a party all day, and I ended up falling asleep. Didn't wake up till the next morning. I got up at like 6 o'clock, drove straight home. At that point, I had been gone 18 hours, probably 19 by the time I got home, maybe even 20. And my cat had sprayed twice, in spite. Another time that one of my cats sprayed, and I had a roommate, this is years ago, almost 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe 7 or 8 years ago. It's been a while. My roommate was yelling at me, and my cat went inside his room and peed on his bed. I don't experience that. I've watched a lot of videos from Jackson Galaxy, the cat whisperer, and he just talks a lot about how animals, they really only do that. Like, cats only spray when they're mad. Like, they don't spray just for fun. And so, I'm lucky. Downstairs, my primary bedroom, where I sleep at night, where my partner and I both sleep at night, is Genesis's bedroom as well. And it's the same thing there. He has his own closet as well. He lives in the whole room. Recently, we're on a second floor apartment. It's the second and third floor. And we let him go on the balcony right as spring was coming around because it was warming up. And now he, doesn't want to come inside. He only wants to come inside to get food, to sleep with us at night. Other than that, he wants to be on the balcony or he's out walking. We walk him 2 or 3 times a day. And it's just been amazing. There's so much energy that I'm putting into these pets. One of my very first cats I got from a backyard breeder, didn't know that at the time, right? I was still young. This is almost 5 years ago. I got a backyard breeder cat. And when I got there, I was going, man, it was weird. She had a different bedroom or closet for multiple litters, but I was so desperate for a cat at the time that I was like, oh, I want a cat. And that turned out with a lot of stories. I'm gonna release a different video about the horror stories of buying from a backyard breeder, someone who's just there to make the money, who I'm sure loves the cats, but it was more of a money-making thing than an actual time and energy and effort. Because in my house, my current cycle of plan, because this is like a 3-year building, of getting myself ready for this. My plan right now is to breed Athena, and then basically about right when she's giving birth, breeding my second female. And that way, when her kittens are 8 weeks old, the other cat will have kittens. Those kittens can be moved from the den into this main area as she goes into the den. They're leaving within 4 weeks as they're ready to come out into this space. And then from there, I'm probably going to take a 6 to 9 month break every time. Like, I have no intention of breeding these cats constantly. Like, it's too hard on their bodies. And honestly, I just don't have the energy and time for it. There's a lot of time and energy that I put into these cats every single day. I mean, they're the first thing I do in the morning, the last thing I do at night. Because I'm lucky and I work from home, half the time. I do heat stands, but half the time I work from home. I'm spending a lot of time with these animals. Like, a lot of time. You know, they were socialized, and from a week, were really hours old, they were being handled and moved around, you know, because I want them to feel safe, I want them to feel comfortable, I want them to know that humans, that large animals are here to support them. At about 4 weeks of age, I start allowing people to come over and see them. I don't really allow them to get handled until they're moving around on their own, which is about, it was with this litter, this first litter that I came out for this set of breeding, it was about 6 weeks before they were really moving around. They were wandering around the den, but they hadn't really left the den. And I'm socializing them with family and friends. And to be honest, between weeks 8 and 12, I have a habit of taking a kitten to work. It's true. I take a kitten with me and put it in my pocket, and I teach dance the whole time with it in my hoodie. And then taking it out, letting, you know, children and parents and other people that are strangers handle the cat. I socialize these animals. I really socialize these animals. I've been, again, outlandishly blessed with very, very social cats that are very loving and sweet, that are playful, and that are just basically free of fear. And so it's a very, very nice place to be, because when you're in that place with a cat, you don't have behavioral issues. You know, destroying furniture, being aggressive towards other things that are alive, humans and pets alike, spraying issues. And maybe that's why, too, I don't have that issues, because from a very young age, because when I first got my Apollo and Anastasia and bred them, I originally thought they were going to be my breeding pair. Like, I was going to breed them for a while, and just come to find out, like you do in all things in life, Anastasia just did not want to be a mother. Like, she was fine the first litter, but then within 6 weeks, I could just tell motherhood was not for her. It was not for her, and so I kept one of the babies, and you can't breed a cat till they're, you know, ideally 2. I waited till she was 2.5, because I really wanted her to be big enough and wise enough and mature enough to really take care of the cats, you know. And that was something else that happened with a lot of backyard breeders, is that they wait until the moment they can have kittens, which is basically like 6 months. They can start breeding at 6 months, like, they can. And they're popping them out. And that was not ever my mentality. My mentality is always to bring a sense of wholesome purity to the pets, because I want the mothers to enjoy it. I want the mothers to have fun, to know what they're doing, and to really enjoy the experience. And I'm so proud of Silver Screen Bengals. It's taken 3 years to get here. This is our first real litter. My first litter I had 2.5 years ago was great. As I said, motherhood was not meant for Anastasia, so she was ex-nayed. And you know, when it comes to like how I maintain their health physically, we've been talking about emotional health. Their physical health, I use natural litter. There's a great litter. It's by Naturally Fresh, walnut-based litter. It is the best litter you will ever find. You can get on Chewy. Just type in walnut litter. It'll pop up. It lasts twice as long as regular litter, first of all. The smell, it smells like dirt. Like dirt mixed in with some nuts. It smells amazing. It clumps really well. I've been so impressed with it. When it comes to their food, when they're not pregnant and they're not weaning babies, I do prepare their meals raw. I take meat and eggs and supplements and oil and mix it all together with water. So their diet, when they're not dealing with babies, is very, very, very pure. In my personal experience, it's easiest to have dry food with them when they're pregnant and when they're nursing because they need food a lot more frequently than you realize they do. About 2 weeks after Athena gave birth, her food intake almost doubled. Where I was giving them their daily supply of food in the morning, and by 3 or 4 p.m. food was gone. And I was like, okay, so leave more and more out. And then right when the kittens are around 3 or 4 weeks old, I start putting water inside that food so the kittens can be nibbling on it. And then around, it's closer to 8 weeks is when I take them off of that wet food and just back to dry food. I don't ever give the kittens raw food because it can be a bit of a issue transferring kittens over to their new owners who maybe don't want to prepare the raw food for them, and then they've gotten used to it, right? And so it's a mess. So dry food. With their dry food, I run through about 4 different brands. All of them are holistic and natural and without any sort of additives, or I tried my best to get grain-free food. There are sometimes that like Royal Canine, I think Royal Canine has one for Bengal that has grains in it, and they really like that food, like they love that food. And because I know the importance of enjoying your meals, I do change out their food regularly. It's the same 3 or 4, but it's cycled through. That way they're getting a change in their diet. And my cats, again, I'm outlandishly lucky, do really well with food transfers. There's never been an issue to this point. And so, knock on wood. Where's the wood? And so, here we are, silver screen Bengals. Thank you guys so much for checking this video. I know it's been a little long. It's like, what, 10 minutes right now? 10, 11 minutes? And so, you guys are awesome. I look forward to talking to you if you have any questions about litters, past, current, or future. We have one expecting right now and a current litter as well. You can email me at dancinginsidesound@gmail.com. I also have a website, which is silverscreenbengals.com, which is a full line of all the information I can provide for how I take care of my cats. Well, I think that's it. See you guys around the bend.